Hi there, welcome to IELTS Breakthrough. This video is an explanation of the scoring system for the writing task 1. If you want to get a high score in IELTS quickly, it is very useful to understand the scoring system. By understanding the scoring system, you will know exactly what skills you need to focus on and improve, the skills that directly impact your score. So, keep watching this video so that you understand what skills are needed to improve your score in task 1 of the academic writing question. This video is an overview of the scoring system. I don't want the video to turn into some kind of 2-hour lecture where I explain all of the details about each criteria. That's going to be too long and too complicated, and you're not doing a linguistics course. However, at the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of the skills needed to increase your score. Let me tell you about the 4 areas that are looked at when your writing answer is evaluated. Here are the 4 areas: task achievement, coherence and cohesion, vocabulary, which they call lexical resource, by the way, and lastly, the G word, grammar. I'll explain these one by one. Let's start with task achievement. Task achievement is all about how much data you describe and if you describe the relative importance of the data. You need to signal the big trends and also identify the small trends and be as complete as possible. Now, criteria number 2 is coherence and cohesion. So this is a technical term, but what it means is how do you organize your answer? So criteria number 2 is organization. Your answer needs to be organized clearly and logically. This means that information needs to be packaged together so that you have one package of information separate and you do not try and kind of mix up different areas together. When you organize your answer, you need to think to yourself, can the reader follow my writing easily and comfortably? And make sure that you divide your information into paragraphs, where one paragraph considers one piece of information, one category, if you like. You also need to be comfortable in using signaling and connecting phrases. Even simple ones like firstly, secondly, finally can be very effective. Okay, the 3rd area of your scoring is your vocabulary. Vocabulary is measured by range and accuracy. It is really important that you show a good range of vocabulary. Now, to do this, you need a system to grow your vocabulary, and please check out my video on how to grow your vocabulary. The good news is that there are certain vocabulary items that you can learn that can specifically be used in task 1, especially the vocabulary related to trends. That is, what trends are going up, what trends are going down. So I suggest that you, number one, watch that video that I've made about how to grow your vocabulary, and number two, make a list of interesting vocabulary that you can use to describe trends. So the last criteria is the G word. Yes, grammar. Of course, the examiner will look at your grammar. But remember, the good news is your score is not only determined by the grammar. Grammar is only one part of 4 criteria. With grammar, the examiner will look at the combination of simple structures and complex structures. And then they will also look at the number of mistakes that you make and the effect of those mistakes. It is a good idea to practice your grammar. However, don't panic too much. As I said earlier, it is not the only part of your score. And a quick tip here, if you are not sure about what tense to use, quite often if you just stick to the past simple, you are most likely to be correct with that. Anyway, they are the 4 skill areas that you need to focus on for your writing. That is making sure that you do the task achievement and cover all of the data, the big trends and the small trends. Coherence and cohesion, remember that is how you organize your answer. Vocabulary, or as they call it, lexical resource, that is the words that you use. Make sure you learn some interesting words and phrases. And then lastly, the grammar. Now, there is more detailed information on the IELTS.org website, and I'll put a link down below to the actual public band descriptors, which really describe in quite a lot of detail how the examiner looks at your writing. It is detailed and a little bit complicated, but it is worth reading through as well. One tip that I do have is if you want to make quick progress, let's say you are worried about your writing and you have an IELTS test coming in a few days and you want to make that fast progress in your score. Well, here's the 2 areas you can focus on. That is task achievement and organisation. These 2 areas you can make quite quick progress. In fact, a few strategies, making sure you describe the big trends and the small trends, making sure that you have a nice, clear organisation framework is going to help your score easily and quickly. In fact, make sure that you subscribe to this channel because I have some videos exactly about how to do those things. Or even better, why don't you join my online course and learn in real detail with lots of examples about how to master the Task 1 writing test and of course all of the other stuff, the Task 2 reading, listening and speaking as well. I'll put the link in the description. It's a fantastic course and it's really worth your investment there. Well, I hope you found this video useful. Remember to subscribe to the IELTS Breakthrough channel and get the notifications. IELTS Breakthrough helps students and professionals to get a high score in their IELTS test. We help with the life skills test, the general training test, and of course the academic test. It's completely free. All you have to do is subscribe and make sure you get notifications for when new videos come out. All of them will have useful tips for you. Anyway, have a fantastic morning, afternoon, day, weekend, week in whatever you're doing. I'll see you in the next video.